Alrighty, it is time for the first official bug hunt of 2024. It's still spring, but you know, there was a warmer temperature today and a storm front moved through, and I had a lot of success with bugs today, so I thought I will try to continue to have success with bugs today by going out into the forest and bringing with me lamp and old bed sheets, which I will put under the lamps. I'm gonna leave one lamp in a field, one lamp in the forested area, and then leave them for, I don't know, 45 minutes to an hour. Come back, see what bugs have attracted it. Maybe moths would probably be the most common thing, but I'm hoping for some beetles and other stuff. I've got my camera, I've got specimen vials. I will grab everything I can and film everything I can. Let's hit it. All right, I have arrived. Step one is anti-tick gear. Put on boots, tuck my pants into my socks, because this is a high tick population area at this particular park area that I'm at. Train. All right, for setup number one, I am going to a field. It's a power line field here along the edge of the forest. Figure it should attract some species from the forest, attract some species from some urban areas across the train yard, and then hopefully some field species. Most bugs don't really like to be out in the open, and most of the things that would be out in the open in fields, like soil insects, will tend to move away from light, but moths will fly out in the open more often, I think. It's all theory. So hopefully I can attract some moths, maybe would be the prominent thing to this light. And then hopefully the light in the forest is more likely to attract beetles. I don't know. This is my first time doing this, so we'll see. I got my lamp and my bed sheet. I'll just set it up. All right, here's the first setup right in the walkway here. It is just bed sheet laid across the trail with the lamp in the middle. You'll see it is, well, it's not gotten completely dark out yet, but it's significantly brighter than anything around. So I definitely expect moths to find that one. Now we'll go try one in the forest. We'll see how that performs. All right, attractant number two is now set up in the forest itself. You can hear the peepers all going off because they are spring peepers and it is spring. Place this one near some downed logs. Hopefully lure some stuff out of there, lure some stuff out of other wood and just forest in general. And yeah, my goal was putting them far enough that two insects could, an insect in the middle would not be able to see both at once. So these should be sampling two separate things, and there's a moth. So I'm gonna just go around and flip logs outside of the area, look for moths, basically just go bug hunting in the meantime while I let these things do their thing. Let's see how I do. Check out what was under a log I just flipped. Holy shit, it's a millipede, right? I mean, yeah, it's too slow to be a centipede. What an insane looking millipede. God damn. That is really cool. Just under a log at night. Okay, well, I was gonna take a picture of this video of this beetle on the wood that it was sitting on, but alas, it moved before I could take a video. So instead I've got Cool Beetle in vial. At least I managed to catch it. It was sitting on the log over there, which is pretty cool. A lot of stuff seems to be out and about, especially spiders and ants. I've been seeing a ton of spiders and a ton of ants. You'll see my light way down there. If you look, I haven't even gotten that far up the trail and I've found plenty of stuff. It's been about 20 minutes since I dropped the first one, so I'll continue up the trail a bit more and then go back and see what showed up. Well, here's another nice ground beetle. It's a pretty big one. It'll be interesting to identify later. He was just running across the path. But under this rock, I found flatback millipede. So it is a good day for millipedes. This is a different species than the millipede we saw earlier, but pretty cool. Another cool millipede species. Okay, you might see the red dot there. Under this mound, I found a Trombedium mite. This is a mite, so it is related to ticks. It's also related to chiggers. They're a common mite that bites people. But this is a big guy. He's harmless. He's just living his life as a decomposer under all of this. I could spend all night in the forest wandering through looking for bugs and such, but not exactly productive. So I'm gonna head down to the first lamp. I have to pass the second one to get there, but I'm gonna leave it alone because I don't wanna, disturb the area and have moths or something get scared off because I'm walking through. So I'm just gonna go around that second lamp and go back to the first one in the field and see how it's doing. It's really only been like 30-40 minutes, but who knows? I mean, this is the most active time right at dusk, so hopefully some moths and some other stuff have gathered. Okay, there's a big, cool ground beetle that has climbed up this tree. I'm gonna see if I can't trap him with a vial. Kidnapping successful. That is a big ground beetle. That might be the biggest ground beetle species that I've seen. Actually, no, the snail-eating ground beetles are a little bigger, but still, for what this is, I think Agonum extensicola, that is a big boy. I don't know what occurred here, but there's a bunch of ants around something wet, and there's also a spider just chilling with them. They're all just hanging out, I guess. I don't know. Okay, but check out this ground beetle. He's a damn giant with some really cool colors to him too. I don't even know if he'll fit in a vial, but I'll try my best. Spoiler, he does in fact fit in a vial. That's a sick beetle. Really cool. Glad I caught him. So this moth has decided that I am home. Hey there. So I took a pretty crazy photo of him by holding the camera out like this, but first moth I've seen of the night, so good job. What I'm coming to realize as I pass another cool millipede is that it seems like a lot of the things that are normally under logs or rocks during the day are out right now, and they're crossing the path, which is really interesting. I've never thought about the fact that I could sort of just wander the forest floor and find bugs at nighttime because they're not under the logs. I don't even have to flip the logs. They're just out here. But anyways, I'm gonna head to the first lantern that I placed down and see if anything showed up there. Now this is not something I expected to see. In a tire rut puddle, there is a predaceous diving beetle. This is a puddle on the side of the path from where tires dug in. And yet, there is a beetle species living even in this. Well, I've arrived back at the first one. At initial glance, I wasn't really seeing anything. And then I turned my attention to the other side of the lamp, where you might notice whatever that is. It looks like one of those wasps, but I couldn't tell you if that's actually what it is or what species, but hopefully someone on iNaturalist can when I take a good photo of it. Funnily enough, there's also some springtails on here, which probably are not so much light attracted. Oh, is that a... Look at that, I thought it was Demonuta at first, but I think it's one of the bigger species. Tenothrix. Anyways, they're probably not so much light attracted as they just kind of wander the dirt everywhere and ended up on here at the time that I came back. But otherwise, it doesn't seem like much was attracted to this lamp. I don't know if that's a problem of not leaving it long enough, if that's a problem of where it is, or if it's a problem of this lamp just isn't that bright, in all honesty. I mean, it's the brightest thing in the area, but who knows? Or it could be location, I don't know. There's a lot of factors that go into it. Seeing this guy is still pretty damn cool. You can hear all the frogs going off right now. But yeah, I'll go check on the other lamp, and my assumption is that one won't be a ton better, but this has been a cool experiment, and I've still seen a lot of cool bugs for just a quick night out at him. Ironically, on the way back to the car with the stuff from the first lamp, I came across a bunch of moths, but we didn't catch any while actually looking at the lamp, which tells me that either the lamp is not strong enough to attract the moths in the first place, not that they're attracted to it, it's a navigation thing, it's complicated. The moon is pretty bright after all. You're probably, oh, there it is, yeah, big light in the sky. So it's possible that they're just not even getting tricked by the lamps whatsoever, or just maybe the location was bad. I don't know, I ran into plenty of moths, so who knows. Okay, well, credit where credit is due. This one has a lot more flies on it, like Bibio march flies, dance flies, gnat ogres, all sorts of various flies that are barely even worth photographing because getting them down to species without microscopy is impossible. I think I also saw, oh yeah, there's a harvestman over there. Who knows if he's actually attracted by the light, or he may be attracted by the stuff that's attracted by the light. Flies are free food after all. But other than that, it doesn't seem to be a ton. All right, well, I gave that spot my best. I think the lanterns probably aren't strong enough. That's my conclusion for now. So I'll probably get stronger ones at some point. But I still saw a lot of cool insects. It's cool to know that all the stuff that normally hides like under logs or rocks during the day, like I was seeing a lot of millipedes, centipedes, a lot of different spiders, roly-polies were out, ground beetles were out. All the stuff that I would normally flip logs for was just out crossing the path. So that's pretty cool. Good to learn that information. And I still saw and collected a lot of cool bugs. So good test run. We will get them next time. Hope you enjoyed. Whoa.